I look at the guys and realize anxiously they tend to take Liz's side. But still, I say, is it only me seeing stupidity of this idea? Ted looks at me, and I understand everything without words. It's obvious to others as well. Liz doesn't even try to hide her joy at the situation and smiles happily. Adam seems not going to take sides at all and somehow be for or against it. What if there's nobody there and we miss the ship? I still hope to convince them.
You don't know how to lose at all, do you?
My friend's tone is so condescending that I get angry and fall silent. To hell with it! If they decide so, whatever. But I won't miss an opportunity to remind them of my concerns as soon as something goes wrong. And it will do. I bite my lip not to say anything, and no longer try to persuade guys to change their minds. My friends, however, are ready to move into the jungle, and I can only follow, glaring at their backs with rage of hopelessness. Ted walks in front and doesn't even look in my direction. This situation detached us from each other, and once again reminds how little we know each other for something serious. The path leads us to the mine, and I can't get rid of nasty anxiety. Moving my legs mechanically, I cautiously look around jungles in the mine. Then I involuntarily shudder at my friend's sonorous voice.
Hey! Is anyone here?
I struggle with the urge to yell back at her to make her shut up, but I keep silent.
I don't see anyone,
Adam says, looking around. He doesn't seem to like it here either. Ted comes closer and bends down to examine the backpack lying at the mine entrance.
Buddy, I don't recommend you to do this.
We looked sharply and with amazing anonymity, which was not characteristic of us before at the mine entrance. Two men appeared from there. They look safe and smile quite friendly, but personally I can't take my eyes off the weapon on the belt of one and in the holster of the other. It's obvious they don't need these toys to protect them from local fauna. Jesus, why would two men need weapons on a desert island? Apparently this idea came not to me only, as friends amicably backed away from strangers. We're just looking for help, I say, and I'm very pleased that my voice doesn't show all the emotions I'm experiencing. Our yacht sank.
Oh, I'm sorry,
The bearded man says, but there's not even a shade of regret in his voice. Smile that follows only strengthens me in this thought.
Do you have a phone or something so we can call rescuers?
Liz says.
Are you leaving already?
The second man grins, and I fearfully examine the ugly scar on his face.
We need to get back.
Ted says, taking another step back, unobtrusively covering me and Liz.
Sorry for disturbing you. We probably got off to the wrong start.
The man with the scar says with a shade of friendliness.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Jack, and this is my friend Frank. We are very glad to have the company, and we need help. What kind of help?
Adam frowns in disbelief. Men look at each other and grin but don't answer. To be honest, I didn't even want to hear the answer. We really need to go, I say, and the men look at me. There are people waiting for us on the shore.
Really? Many?
Yes! I'm lying shamelessly. About 20 people. They are all waiting for our return.
Wow.
The bearded man whistled, frowning, puzzled.
Interesting situation.
Liz screamed and ran away. The bearded man rushed after her and they both disappeared into the jungle. Jack pulled out a gun and pointed it at my face.
Don't follow her example.
The man said coldly.
If you don't want your girlfriend's body to get one more hole.
The guys froze, eyes wide with fright and clearly not knowing what to do.
We won't run.
Ted finally says.
Put your weapon down. Maybe later.
Jack smiles at us contentedly and sits down on the nearest boulder.
You can sit down too.
We obediently sit down right on the ground. Frank returns from the jungle, carrying or kicking Liz over his shoulder. My friend is crying and trying to escape. The man throws her next to me and I hug Liz, stroking her trembling shoulders.
Here, everyone is back together. Wonderful.
Jack exclaims happily.
What do you want from us?
Ted asks.
I'm telling you, help. Jack and I are no longer young, and we'd need strength of such strong and athletic guys and girls. We'll make our smuggler life a bit cozier, right?
Smuggler? I repeat softly, but Jack hears and looks at me, smiling.
Did you think we were breeding parrots here? Ooh.
He burst out laughing, slapping his knee with his palm. Frank grins in response to this joke, and my friends and I look at each other in horror. We've just voluntarily fallen into criminals' clutches, and we're enslaved. There's no rescue, and crash isn't the worst thing that could happen. Obviously, now is the time for I told you.